talk about migration and what's happening on the Italian island of Lampedusa.
But wait, I thought the European Union had migration under control.
Oh, you're so naive.
Yes and no. Migration, specifically immigration, the movement of people into the European Union, has been a crisis facing the Union for many years. Increased migration has happened on and off since 2015. The European Union has put many measures in place to try and solve this situation. They have mainly put the focus on the Mediterranean Sea, where many migrants come off the coast of North Africa in small boats unsuited for the dangerous journey. However, this hasn't stopped people coming into the European Union.
Okay, so what is happening in Lampedusa?
Lampedusa is an Italian island about 150 kilometres off the coast of Tunisia. It's been the first port of call for many, a part of the latest wave of migrants coming into the European Union. In 3 days, 11,000 migrants has arrived on the island. The island does have an immigration office to take care of the immigrants, however, only 600 people can be processed per day.
Bureaucrats.
Wow, 11,000. That's a lot, considering only 7,000 people live on the island. So where will they go?
Well, that's the big question everyone's struggling with. It's a massive problem for Italy in particular because the number of migrants arriving has doubled on last year. The country's Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni, was elected on a promise to put an end to the problem, but at this moment in time it looks like she's failing.
So how has the EU reacted?
The European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen visited the island and said that the issue was, quote, a European problem that needed a European solution. She has promised to increase the transfer of migrants out of Lampedusa and promised to crack down on the illegal people smugglers. They are the people who make these dangerous and illegal journeys possible.
And what about member states? How have they responded?
How do you think?
Well, some countries like France have agreed to not take in any more migrants. However, they have helped to search for a long-term solution. Member states voted on a crisis regulation through qualified majority voting after months of negotiations. The agreement will allow for tougher measures, such as keeping asylum seekers at the border for 20 weeks, whilst the request for international protection will be examined.
But doesn't qualified majority voting mean that not all member states voted in favour?
Yeah, you're right, it does. When qualified majority voting is used, 55% of the EU member states, representing 65% of the EU population, must agree for the measure to be passed. In this case, Hungary and Poland both rejected the crisis regulation, whilst Austria, Czech Republic and Slovakia all abstained.
Surely Hungary and Poland were happy about that.
Shocker.
Yeah, they weren't one bit happy. An EU leaders summit in Spain, both Hungary and Poland refused to agree to a joint statement on EU leaders regarding migration. The Polish Prime Minister posted on social media, I officially reject the entire paragraph of the summit conclusions regarding migration.
Didn't Hungary's leader Viktor Orban also say his country has been legally raped?
Yeah, he did say that. He doesn't want to see Hungary and Poland pushed around by other EU member states on signing off on EU migration reform. It was the same story back in June. Whilst his language was offensive, he did cause another row about blocking draft migration laws.
I guess we'll have to see how it goes.